So dear students, first of all you need to see the question. The question is London Underground Station passenger, and in this graph you are given certain information that will help you to analyze it. That is the time and the number of people. So this is which we are going to mention. The time that's starting from 6, 7, 8 and it goes to 2, that is 22, and the number of people who are using London Underground Station starting from 0 to 500. We are going to describe this graph in detail, and when in IELTS exam you describe any graph, any pie chart, table, process diagram, whatsoever is there, you need to see the lowest point, highest point, and compare and contrast where relevant. So which we are going to do, this is what we are going to do. First of all, we start from introduction, and what is there? The graph shows, this is introduction of this question. The graph shows, over here we use the word shows. The word shows demonstrate, highlights, that we have used the verb with s. So you need to keep it in your mind that if there is only one single subject or only one graph, table, pie chart, so in verb you need to use s and es. You can use different word. The graph describes, illustrates, modifies, highlights. So we can use different substitute word to replace over here. The graph shows the fluctuation in number of people at a London Underground station over the course of a day. So this is what that you need to remember. One thing, don't copy the exact word of the question. If you copy, then you will be penalized in the writing part. You need to paraphrase the word, and you need to change the particular word that is mentioned over there. So you can see that over here we use the word fluctuation. So this is the fluctuation. This this is rise, fall, and then fall, rise, fall. So this is the fluctuation that is shown. So overall we have mentioned that this graph shows the fluctuation in number of people at the London Underground station over the course of the day. So this is our course of day, that is 6 to 22. So this is our introduction. We'll now move toward the main body to describe the information. Now first of all you need to see the starting point that from 6 over here it touches the 100 people and it goes to 400 people at 8 o'clock. So it means to say that this is the busiest time of the day, that is the morning time. Over here the busiest time of the day is in the morning. Yes, exactly, which we have already talked about, that this is the busiest time. This is the busiest time because this line, it touches the highest point, that is the 400 people. There is a sharp increase between 6 and 8 with 400 people using the station at 8 o'clock. This is exactly what we talked about, that this is a sharp increase. This is a sharp increase between, so you need to see the time, that is 6 to 8. 6 to 8 over here you see that it touches the point at 8, and that is 400 people. So this is what we have mentioned here, the 400 people using station at 8 o'clock. After this the number drop quickly. You see that this is a quick drop. Number dropped quickly, less than 200 at 10 o'clock. So you see that over here we are here at 10 o'clock, and this is less than 200, not exactly to 200. So this is just below the 200 people line, touching the line, that is below than 200, not exactly 200 people. That's why we mentioned the word just quickly less than 200 at 10 o'clock. Fine, you have got this point, that this number drop quickly. This is a quickly, is dropping quickly. You need to see this word because this verb and adverb matters a lot in writing. Less than 200 at 10 o'clock. After that, if you see that what happens after that, the number is increases and slowly, and you can say that this variation is there. and this could be described as a plateau word can be used. Just see the question. Between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. the number rises. 11 p.m. to 3. Fine. So you see that क्या होता है, that the number rises. Number rises means that it increases with a plateau of just under 300 people using the station. It is that you see that it is just under the 300 people. If there is not exact information, you can use just under, just above, just below. Certain word can be used to demonstrate or highlight this information. Now move toward the next. In the afternoon number declines. Numbers decline. You see that over here, you see that decline is here with less than 100 people using the station at 4 p.m. That you can see that 100 people, yes, over here only 100 people are using the London Underground station at this time, that is 4 o'clock. There is then a rapid rise to peak of 380 at 6 p.m. Yes, see over here that 6 p.m. the number rises at 380. It means that it is hitting the highest point. So this is mentioned like that. There is then a rapid rise. This is an important word. This word you need to keep it in your mind when you describe information. To peak of 380 at 6 p.m. after 7 p.m. After 7 p.m. what happens? You see over here, after 7 p.m. number falls significantly. This is a very important word. You must keep it in your mind. Significantly, with only a slight increase again at 8 p.m. tailing off after 9 p.m. So this is what that the small increase, slight increase is there, and then tailing off at after 9 p.m. So this is how that we have described all the relevant relevant information over here. Overall, if we see that in concluding side, overall the graph shows that the station is more crowded in the early morning and early evening period. So this is what we have mentioned, that early morning and early evening period, here these are the crowded movement, and in this particular time that the most of the people use London Underground station. So this is how that we can sum up, we can get a good band score if we write accordingly. First of all, after that I will discuss with you some tips that which you are going to do. First tip is that don't repeat verbs. This is the most important tip of the day, that is don't repeat a verb. You must have different verbs in your mind that are ready to replace with other one. For example, if you have used the word show and once, and after that you can use highlight, demonstrate, point out. So this different word that you must have in your mind. Before you start to write, make a list of synonym word with the same meaning. That's exactly that. Don't repeat the verb, and you must have a list of synonym in your mind. See how many ways you can rephrase the title of the graph, and when you start introduction you need to rephrase the title. The use one in the introduction and in the conclusion same meaning. Yes, exactly, that introduction and conclusion carry the same meaning. Be careful with preposition. They can make a big difference in the meaning. For example, rose by is very different from rose to. Learn your verbs with the preposition that goes with them. So you need to see these tips and try to describe it, try to practice these questions in detail. स्क्रीन में आपको नंबर भी नज़र आ रहा है. अगर आप घर पे प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो तो you can practice at your home, and you can WhatsApp me, or you can mention in comments box. I can analyze, I will analyze, and after that I will send to you. This is Tabasum is wishing you best of luck for your IELTS exam.